Hey guys and girls, it's Nathan Birch here from B.Invested.com.au, and today I'm going to talk about a lot of common excuses for not investing in property. And there's lots of excuses that go around, and I'm just here today to talk about a few of them. I'm going to think of these as I go because there's no script or anything here. It's just things that people have as an objective. And some things that I see is like, okay, I'm scared about my job. I'm scared about the risk associated with it. Here's one. I'm scared about the risk associated with building a property portfolio and building financial independence. Let me just say, as a back front from that, is that I was scared of sitting at my desk, working for a boss, getting the shits with my job for the next 40 years. That was motivation for me. Some people can sit there, the most uncomfortable place for you to sit in life is in a comfort zone, because you just sit there and you'll be scared and you won't do anything. So, to be able to push yourself outside of that, whether it be asking that hot chick out that's around the corner from your desk at your office, or whether it be building a property portfolio, whether it going and learning a new language, whatever it is, being stuck in a comfort zone isn't the most comfortable place to be. People say they don't have enough money. There's always opportunities out there to set a budgeting plan, look at your finances, be able to budget, to save for a deposit, to be able to do it. Not the right time. Well, when is the right time? Is the right time in 10 years' time when you're going to be paying more for a property, or is it going to be today, or was it 10 years ago? Like, if you didn't do it 10 years ago, I know I started 10 years ago, because 10 years before that, when I wanted to look at properties when I was like 13 years old, it was really like about 5 years before that. But the fact is that when I wanted to look at properties, I couldn't sign a contract. If you're legally able to sign a contract and you're waiting for 10 years beforehand, why didn't you do it back then? Was it because you put a problem in front of you today? Was that your roadblock you could have used as a building block? The fact is that there are things that will come our way. There's lots of excuses that come up as fluff. Is the market too hot? Well, I remember when people said, when I first started buying properties, that I was going to go broke. The properties out in Mount Druitt will never go up. Properties in Western Sydney will never go up. Oh, you only need one property. Like, friends and family, they're the biggest killer of your dream. They care for you, yes. You respect them, yes, because they're your family, they're your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, whatever the case may be, but they kill your dreams. Is it because they're assholes and they don't want you to succeed? No, they're just scared for your well-being. But the fact is that if you make educated decisions, you be conservative with what you do, you can go and do it, as long as you're ticking off all the risk and managing your risk along the way. Work, I work too much, whatever, I can't invest, whatever the case may be. Well, you're only working because you're stuck at your job, or whatever the case may be. You could love your job, but if you're so stressed and you can't do it because you're working or whatever, if nothing changes, nothing changes. If you want to change, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And if you're just going to keep working away because you're trying to get ahead in life, sometimes you have to take a step back and go, hang on a minute, is this what's going to get me to where I want to be in life? And that's a personal journey for yourself. Different things that might come up. I'm too old, I'm too young. I'm too young. I bought my first house when I was 18 years old. Here's a question. If you're too old to start investing or to do something, have you ever seen, surely you've been to KFC before and bought yourself a 6-pack of nuggets or a Twister combo or even a Zinger combo, whatever the case may be. The fact is that, have you ever been to KFC and seen Colonel Sanders clean shaven, seen him when he looked younger or anything like that? No, because Colonel Sanders was about, you can Google this stuff, it's readily available, it's on their wall inside the KFC stores. I think it was like 65, 64 or 63 or whatever the case, he's in his 60s. That's why he was an old fart when he did it. Because he's on his pension check, making a recipe, making the chicken recipe, and then selling it, and then made a business out of it. And he started KFC when he was in his 60s. The guy should have been sitting on a bloody deck chair, driving around his Winnebago, whatever the case may be, but he went out and did it at that point. So is there ever a time to say that you're too young, you're too old? No, it's just an excuse. It's a monkey sitting on your shoulder saying, no, I can't do it. When I was younger, people used to go out there and travel, and then people would say, wow, you should go to uni and you should travel, you should have fun. But the fact of it is that I can travel for the rest of my life if I want to, because I took the sacrifice and the commitment to be able to achieve what I wanted to do to set myself up financially. And there's no right or wrong. The most important thing is that you're doing what's right for you. If there's people around that are giving you negative vibes, change it. If you've got friends that are sitting there saying you can't do this, you can't do that, you'll never amount to anything, change it. Like there's opportunities out there, and the only point where change will kick in is when you actually stand up and say, I'm going to change this, I'm going to make a difference, and I don't like where I am today. And you need to get angry, you need to get the shits, you need to get the shits with the position you're at, otherwise you just keep being comfortable and being, oh, okay, I'll put up with this, or whatever the case may be. So when you do that, you will find that people say student will be found when student is ready, or whatever, the teacher will be found when the student's ready. I don't know, I was never good at school, I didn't find my teacher, I didn't like my teachers, but the fact of it is that, when you make the commitment to change, you will see the light. It's just like when Neo took his Matrix pill, and there was no turning back because he had the support and was surrounded by the right people. And there's lots of forums out there, whether you hop on the Summersoft forums, that's a fantastic wealth of knowledge. When I was starting out in investing, it was typing away questions and all that sort of stuff. And there is a wealth of knowledge out there for you to educate yourself on. If you need help, obviously B.Invested can help out people, but there is a lot of free online stuff. You have to sift through some of the garbage there, because there is stuff that people have agendas and they try and sell you their wares. But there's knowledge out there. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone this week, and make a change in your life. So I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you get rid of those negative feedback out of your head, and we'll talk soon.